Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
It is Tuesday, the 8th day of December, 2009. We're going to be live here for the next 4 hours. Lord Christopher Monckton will be joining us from day 2 of the Copenhagen World Government Establishment Summit that is going on. We'll be covering all the latest developments with the ClimateGate fraud, and another huge development today. Copenhagen Climate Summit in disarray after Danish text leak. They told the third world they were going to be given all this money from the global taxes. Turns out it's all going to go to private central banks. That was in the treaty. That's what the big banks have been saying they were going to set up for at least 20 years. But this is new news to the world. Now the summit's in even more trouble because the third world is finding out it's a screw job to shut down their industry. They were sold by the same IMF and World Bank that have been robbing them for more than half a century that this was going to empower them and that this was going to be a new tax on the West. No, it's actually a tax by Western banks on them and on the people of the West. This is a huge new development. Also, investigative journalist at the London Telegraph. ClimateGate, Barack Obama's rule by EPA decree is a coup d'etat against Congress made in Britain. That is the headline. We're going to come back with the winner of the Berlin Film Festival a few years ago. This is just par for the course of the type of short films that are shown to little kids, teenagers, college students. The whole cover of YouTube is "Our future is being decided at Copenhagen." Almost every video on the front page is pro-global government, pro-tax links. I want to launch an initiative today. I got Texas Monthly here interviewing me for what they say is probably going to maybe a cover story. But I'm going to try to do several YouTube videos today, that I really, about Copenhagen and all the fraud that's come out there and the latest on ClimateGate. But I also want to do one calling for people in the next week and a half while Copenhagen's going on, the establishment of world government. They're calling it the most important meeting in history, the Declaration of World Government. I'm calling on everybody to make their own YouTube videos. Everyone. I don't care if you're not eloquent, or if you are eloquent, or if you're mediocre. Just get up there, point out issues. We need thousands of videos flooding YouTube. YouTube has more video views than all other video sites combined. Sure, it's controlled. Sure, it's manipulated. Sure, it's bad in many respects. But it's where the fight is. With this Schmidt character that owns it, pushing world government and promoting tyranny. We need to take YouTube over and counter their propaganda and make videos about how they're engaged in a bunch of propaganda. Because they're whining and screaming and yelling, all the controlled corporate press and the Fortune 500. They're all redoubling. I mean, I've been watching the news, and I can't believe how mindless and base and ridiculously off the chart. If I was going to make a science fiction movie about a science fiction dark satire movie about the ultimate propaganda state, I would just go point cameras at Copenhagen and show that in the movie. I mean, they've got giant billboards with little girls saying, "Please, I don't want to drown." And images of polar bears saying they're all dying. They're almost extinct. When they've gone from 10,000 in the Arctic areas to over 45,000. Their numbers are exploding like cockroaches. And they're showing films at Copenhagen that tell school children they're all going to die. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And this video coming up shows humans as a disease spreading across the globe and then blasting off in rocket ships to infest the galaxy as a disease. No, we're not a disease. Jesse Ventura is not a disease. Ron Paul's not a disease. Martin Luther King's not a disease. Leonardo da Vinci's not a disease. We are an incredible species who can produce amazing art and passion and love and honor and creativity and ideas. And the globalists know that, and they want to have a control over society and control over information to dumb us down so they can control future, so they can control the destiny of humanity. We have to wrest control over the future of humanity from these people and let humanity really make the decision what we want to do from there. That's why I don't like football and petty stuff, because it's issues of no significance that don't matter as we're on this planet hurtling through intergalactic space. That's what really matters. And awaken. You don't have to agree with me. Just awaken. Wake up. Wake up.
Our Earth. Healthy, strong, and full of life. But wait. What's that you've got there? It looks like you've got a case of the humans. To be a healthy Earth, all of your elements must be in equilibrium. However, these parasites slaughter all other forms of life. Guzzle your natural resources. And poison your atmosphere. Once contracted, humans act quickly. They multiply over 300,000 a day, consuming anything that crosses their path. Earth is just the start. Who knows what's next?
Oh, they're killing the whole universe, the whole solar system. You've got the globalist parasites with their hookers and caviar and jets and limos saying carbon dioxide's bad. It's not. It's what plants live off of. You've got them running around lying to the public when carbon dioxide is a tiny part of the atmosphere to begin with, and the UN admits it's a fraction of a fraction of a fraction that we actually put off, and that it's a good thing. But that doesn't matter. We're parasites, and the global government wants to get rid of us. This is what they show school children. This is what's being pushed on everyone. This is what the Fortune 500 is behind. This is what they're promoting 24/7. We got another clip coming up later where they're teaching everybody, oh, we're going to track your car and track everywhere you go and track your carbon footprint and tax you to save the earth. No. It's a big brother takeover. It's a global government, private corporate takeover. And we have huge new developments in ClimateGate we're going to be talking about later in the next hour with Lord Christopher Monckton. So you definitely want to stay with us for that today.